Welcome to the Maryland Mortgage Rate Weekly Mortgage Market Update for the week of January 20, 2014. Hello, I'm John Thomas with Primary Residential Mortgage, here to give you an update. Well, last week, mortgage bonds were on a little bit of a roller coaster ride, but they were able to end the week right where they started. If you take a look at the bond chart on the screen, you can see big green candle last Friday was after the jobs report came out worse than expected. Monday's the next green candle up. We built on some momentum there, but then Tuesday and Wednesday we had some sell-off. And that was because of some unexpected economic news we'll get into. But then we were able to rebound on Thursday and Friday to end the week right about where we started. So your Maryland mortgage interest rates have held steady. They did jump higher last week, but then came back down to end the week. So we are going to recommend floating your Maryland mortgage rate to start the week to see if we can build on this momentum. But be cautious. The long-term outlook is still for mortgage interest rates to move higher over the long term. So we're looking for a short-term rally. But if it turns and the bonds sell off, we would quickly switch to a locking stance because it could resume the long-term trend, higher rates, lower bonds. Now let's dig into the news. We had the Producer Price Index for December 2013 released. That's a measure of inflation. That came out higher than expected at 0.4%. That is one of the things that made the bonds sell off in the middle of the week. The year-over-year PPI jumped to 1.4%, which was 0.7% the previous month. So that's a hot reading on inflation. We'll have to follow that because inflation is the enemy of bonds. Then we had on Thursday the weekly initial jobless claims came in at 326,000 claims, down 2,000 from 328 the previous week. We do need to get that to get below 300,000 to get the labor market definitely on a recovery. It looks like it's settling in the 320 range. So we need that to come down. In the housing news, I had a couple reports. The first one was from the National Association of Home Builders. They released their Housing Market Index for January 2014. It came in at 56, down slightly from expectations of 57.5, but it's just a slight drop last month. Home builders are still optimistic for 2014. And then we had another reading on home building. Housing starts for December 2013 released by the Census Bureau. They were down 9.8% at 999,000 units. But this was stronger than expectations and still a good number because last month was just ridiculously a big increase. Last month's increase was 23.1%. That's the biggest increase in nearly 14 years. So if you throw that number out, last month was definitely good because it was the best figure since April. So housing starts, the number of new homes builders started building, 999,000, still a good number, almost at 1 million. So home builders are definitely optimistic moving into the new year. And then Realty Track released some numbers on foreclosures. Foreclosures filing plunged by 26% from 2012 to 2013, with only 1.4 million foreclosure filings recorded in 2013. That's the lowest total since 2007, which shows the housing sector is continuing to rebound. Foreclosure filings peaked in 2010, and they're now fallen 53% since then. In the local news, the next free first-time homebuyer seminar in Towson, Maryland is January 25th from 10 a.m. to noon. You can register for that event by giving us a call in the office at 410-412-3319. That's 410-412-3319. Or online, www.marylandhomebuyerseminars.com. Look forward to seeing you guys next week.